We've not been able to do any shows since the first weekend of March due to COVID, and we really miss our friends. So what we thought we would do is do several segments, basically a virtual show that gives us an opportunity to remind you of our products, what they're good on, what their taste, what they're made with. Just kind of a way to stay in touch and connected to all of our great friends and customers. We're starting today with our barbecue sauces. Now, before we get started on each one of them, there's some basic things you always remember with barbecue sauces from Tipsy Foods. They are 100% natural. There are no preservatives. There are no corn syrups. None of the garbage that you find in the grocery store. Yes, they're a little more expensive than you'll find at a grocery store, but folks, you get what you pay for. These things are phenomenal. So we're going to start with the apple bacon. The apple bacon is made with a spiced rum. It is not vegetarian, it's got bacon in it, but it is my wife's favorite. We put this on most everything. I made it for chicken and pork, but it's phenomenal on salmon on the grill. It kind of gives it a little glaze on top. Put it on tuna steaks. It is the most universal sauce, I think, that we have, and we go through quite a bit of it. Apple bacon. Staying in the fruits, all these are fruits here on front. We have the blueberry rum. We released the blueberry rum a year ago. Through talking with our customers, they said, you know, it really doesn't taste that much like barbecue sauce. It tastes more like a fruit topping. So we changed the recipe a little bit. We added a little smoke to it, took a little of the sweetness out. It is phenomenal. I made it for chicken. It is great on lamb. Put some on some lamb chops the other day, and it was fantastic. Blueberry rum. It's made with rum. It is gluten-free, and it is vegan. Next is our Bourbon Cherry. This is our #1 seller last year, and it's headed to be that same way this year. The Bourbon Cherry is made with bourbon, of course. It's gluten-free. I made it originally for pork, but it is phenomenal on beef, venison. If you go to the website, you'll see a recipe there for a bourbon beef roast. It was made with this Bourbon Cherry, and it was phenomenal. It's got a real bold flavor to it. And once again, all natural, made with bourbon, gluten-free. The next one is our peach tequila, made with tequila. It also is gluten-free and vegan. It is fantastic on any pork. Anytime you use peach on pork, it goes back to the old South, man. We used to love peaches and pork. It is phenomenal on pork, chicken, most anything. It is our #2 biggest seller of 2019. Then we get to the sweet and saucy. The sweet and saucy is our original sauce. It's a Kansas City style sauce. When you think of a barbecue sauce, this is the one you think of. This one is made with a craft beer. Therefore, it is not gluten-free. It is vegan, but it is not gluten-free. It's got a very robust flavor. Anytime you're doing any kind of barbecue sauce, this is the go-to if you're entertaining and people don't want to try different things like the fruit flavors. This is the one you go to. It is your standard Kansas City style sauce. The next is the maple bacon. Just like its name, it is not vegan. It has bacon in it. It is also made with a craft beer. Therefore, it is not gluten-free. If you like maple syrup, you'll love the maple bacon. It's got a nice, sweet, mapley flavor to it. And it goes wonderful, like again, with chicken, pork, and most anything that you would like to have a good bacon flavor to. This is one that stands out just a little bit on its own. This is the honey mustard. It is also made with a craft beer. It is not gluten-free. It is vegan. Do not confuse this with a honey mustard dipping sauce like you might get at a Chick-fil-A. This is stone ground mustard. I prefer it on ham. I basted a ham with it. It was phenomenal. I like it on ham sandwiches even. It's great on chicken, but honey mustard. Now we start with our heats. The Thai Sriracha. It also is made with a craft beer, and it is not gluten-free. It is vegan. The Thai Sriracha is a mild heat. Great on just about anything you want to put out there. If you want to do some mild chicken wings, it's great with that. If you want to put it on pork, chicken, just about anything you want to put out there. It has a nice, robust flavor to it, and just a hint of heat. You know, everybody likes a little heat. I love a little heat. The Thai Sriracha. Now, just as the apple bacon was my wife's favorite, now we're going to get to the one that I can't get enough of, and I've had this one out now for 3 years, and I still eat all the profits on it. This is the sweet heat. It is made with a bourbon. It is vegan. It is gluten-free. Now, this is a medium heat. My wife doesn't like, because my wife doesn't even like black pepper, but I love it. It's got a real robust flavor to it. And it's got the right amount of heat that's not going to make anybody freak out when they get it, but you're going to know you got a little bit of heat in there. That's the sweet heat. Now we come to the ones that if you're faint of heart and don't like heat, you definitely do not want to try. This is the Zombie Ghost Pepper. It is also made with a craft beer, therefore it is not gluten-free, but it is vegan. The Zombie Ghost Pepper is hot. If you like barbecued hot wings, perfect. Just cook your wings, toss them in it, and you're ready to go. A lot of people would come by the booth and taste this just to see if they could handle the heat. It's not going to hurt you. It's not like taking a ghost pepper hot sauce, but you do know you got some heat when you taste it. That's the Zombie Ghost Pepper made with a craft beer. We have 10 flavors of barbecue sauce. Once again, all natural, no preservatives, no corn syrups in anything we make. Thank you very much for watching, and be on the lookout for other segments of our virtual show.